Greetings everyone, this is Lodrik and this is the Game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition, and today we will check the play by email match turn of the 24th December 1941. Scenario 1, 1 day turn setup, so very common, nothing special. You can see that I'm still picking up some bases in Mindanao, push this area of the map a little faster and aggressive compared to the Jochen and Dojo game. I was also able to secure Port Moresby without much resistance. Here is one of my submarines failing to attack a cargo shipyard at Katong Island. Okay, can happen. At Johnson Island, a little more successful. Torpedo hit. Good. Now, second attempt is more successful. So, Katong Island, Johnson Island, both cargo ships. And here, even again, not again, but this ship had some load. Now I get the trouble because KilRoy is aggressive in his play style, and he come out of nowhere, and it's night, and he make bombardment of Port Moresby, and all of my light cruisers and cargo ships are still in port. The heavy cruisers and destroyers, most of them I send them back to Rabaul, but for some reasons I keep my light cruisers here, and now they're getting shelled. So far the damage is acceptable. Allied ships are sinking, likely some cargo ships. But here's a bigger problem. Now Prince of Wales is also here. So the British battleships are at Port Moresby and repulse, so 14 inch, 16 inch, and yeah, the amount of damage is mounting up, and I have nothing to stop it. This was luckily, I can still say luckily my heavy cruisers and destroyers left the port in time. All the rest is now damaged, burning, and disabled back in Port Moresby. So a lot of bad weather. Speaking of Bali Papan, 3 Warhawks are still here on duty. With a little luck I can get rid of them. The first is done, nice. Wound number 2. And the third one is returning with damage. But okay, 2 out of 3 is always fine. Now bombardment in China. But very little bombardment in China this turn. And the Chengdu is sinking, plus one destroyer, so not all destroyers left the port. And AMC, the AMC was already burning, this was from the invasion. But I lost, the Chengdu is normally one of the cheapest light cruisers of the Japanese, but I would say it's maybe the best Japanese light cruiser, simply because you can convert them to anti-aircraft cruisers. All of the rest of the light cruisers, all Japanese light cruisers are normally very underperformance. So my Chinese Air Force operate more in the afternoon. But still little activity. Too much bad weather. Okay, a little payback. One more cargo ships get a torpedo. And looks like one more cargo ship will sink. Yeah, here in central of China, south of Nanyang, I'm using my fast tank forces to clean up this single Chinese corps, catch them fast, destroy them, and also here the source. But here the Chinese corps want to retreat again. Light losses for me. The 8 groups army from the Chinese forces was somehow separate from the rest of the units, and they're getting now oh, maybe they survived today, I don't know exactly. Good, Clark field attack. Go down, but KilRoy can hold one more day. And yeah, you can see I have here some losses. 76 destroyed squads, 550 disabled. Maybe I will wait 1 or 2 turns to get a little more reinforcements. There's one additional division coming, and so maybe with this fresh division I can reinforce my units and maybe try again. Here in Mindanao, I take one of the last bases. And both American forces surrender, so this was nice. Mindanao is very smoothly today. Also the last base in Malaya just fall, but no resistance. Guam, still today again not successful. Battle of Cebu, no, not today. But the fort go down. Light losses for me, light losses for the American Filipinos. And the counter bombardment from KilRoy without really effect. But you can see that I have 170 to 90, so it's a question of time, 2-3 more days. I must get the enemy fort level down. I think then Cebu will fall. So the main event of this turn was the surprising heavy bombardment from KilRoy. He used everything what he had, all cruisers, all battleships. and he finds the right moment. Okay, but let's first check the intelligence report. Air losses was today light. I killed this 2 P-40 and this was all. So ship sunk today for the Japanese. I lost the AMC. This was already lost by fire. I lost here a fleet destroyer, a Fubuki class 2. It's a first class destroyer, or you can call it frontline destroyer. And the Chenryu is normally the cheapest destroyer I think the Japanese have, but you can convert it after 180 days in the shipyard, and then you have a decent anti-aircraft destroyer, light cruiser. And there are only 2 of this kind. Now one is lost. So a successful Navy operation from KilRoy. Surprise, surprise for me. The land battle in China, I think I'm slowly cleaning up here more and more, but still many Chinese blocking forces everywhere. Here in the source a lot to do. In the center still many forces are walking around. I also cannot break to Xi'an, still blocking. And my Mongolian forces are just enter the hex with the enemy forces. And the army bombardment was this turn a little soft. In the Philippines, I had a successful battle here in Mindanao. Now the American forces are on the last leg, so there's really not more much where they can run. And my forces are still intact and have good supplies, and everything is well. Wait, here. You can see nothing really too strong, but enough to kick all American forces. And this was the last really good hex. Maybe here's one more mountain hex. Yeah, it's a mountain. So, but this forces just got kicked out. So, I think this is a question of maximum 1 week and then Mindanao battle is over. Cebu maybe also later than 1 week it's over. I took Manila surprisingly fast, but in Clarkfield I had let's say a defeat. Simply the losses I had to suffer was a little high. Let me check. Some forces are, not that these are really frontline troops, but they get heavily damaged. And other units are also, this one is also burned out. Luckily, I just in the same moment I had this battle and lost a 400 or 500 attack value. I bring in the next division, and this is from Shanghai, unloading maybe one more turn. So, but I can already move to Clarkfield. So in 2 turns I will rest now 2 turns, wait for this division. I also can bring my tank forces here in the source back to Clarkfield. Not that they really operate good maybe in this rough terrain, but they can help to bring back my attack value to at least over 2,500. So maybe we have here 2,500 attack value and 750 American. So at least triple the attack value. This will make it more easy to take Clarkfield, hopefully. Not much more to say here. So I took the last base here in the north from Malaya. So, and everything is now walking, railing and preparing at Johor Bahru to make the crossing to Singapore Island. So that I maybe end of the month in the next 3-4 turns I can maybe then cross Singapore. And if I can take Singapore in 1 week, maybe latest 5th of January I can take the city, and then it will be fine. I also will try to prepare some additional landing forces for Palembang at the same time. I don't expect it too much defense power from KilRoy, because my submarines, my carriers are operating everywhere, so there's not much really movement possible. So maybe Palembang is not strong, and if I take it fast, and maybe if I take Singapore and Palembang at the same time in the next 5 or 10 turns, this will help me to then take Palembang as an air base to maybe battle Batavia. Good. But the biggest surprise of this turn was here in the source, Port Moresby. I just barely was able to bring in additional forces, so I have now here Navy HQ. I have additional, so overall 8 Navy, no more Navy. Air HQ is already here. In total, I had here already nearly 1,000 Navy support. I'm building up support. I first built up support, and now I will change to the airport, so I'm just barely able to use this base for Navy attack. So I was on training missions because I was not really expecting here a Navy strike so fast. But KilRoy surprised me, and I had hit 2 submarines on guard to intercept, but somehow they failed. And now the base is burning. Come on. So you can see everything is damaged. All my supplies are consumed. The airbase is mainly completely destroyed, and the port is, maybe so. But I have here now 2 more light cruisers heavily damaged. Both are on fire. And the 3rd light cruiser. So I had here 4 light cruisers. 1 sunk immediately. 2 heavy damage. Normally all 3 are heavy damage. And yeah. It was a very successful bombardment, I must say. And it will cost me time to repair this. And I also must... I have nothing really to repel this attack. Because my carriers are still in Truk. Maybe I can... they are under repair, so maybe I will go out with 2 carriers and take or keep the Shakaku here a little longer to fix this 2 last engine damage. But this is the only one strong unit I have here can take a battleship. Because I have here, of course, some heavy cruisers. But that guys are also all under repair, so I need 1 turn to fix them all. And I have here maybe enough supplies, but I have still no fuel here, so this is first just coming. I need 1 or 2 more turns to normally arrive here with tanker. This is, I think, the tanker force, Here's the AOs. They can refuel my cruisers, but I need at least 1 more turn to fix all damage, to refuel. Then I need 1 turn to go here. So at least in 3 turns I can maybe arrive at Port Moresby. This is a little late. At that time, of course, every enemy ship already turn around. So I only will try to use my air force to maybe attack these forces if they stay much longer. But I'm not so sure if KilRoy will be so aggressive. This was already an aggressive move, but he knows that it's impossible to get Rabaul busy or operational faster. I already try a lot, and a successful, maybe it was a successful day for KilRoy in this special operation, and my Manila strike was also not so successful. All the rest was for me okay, and why not? Good, thank you all, see you next time, take care, bye bye.